Good morning, welcome back to my channel. Today I need to get ready for a Super Bowl party and I also need to film my website launch announcement before we go, so I thought I would film and get ready with me. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to moisturize my face. That's usually my first step every day. I usually use just a standard like Jergens lotion, but I think today, because we are going out and I'm filming that video, I'm going to do this glacier water cream. I don't think this is my last time. And it's just like it's more of a gel texture, and it's just a little bit, I mean, it's still moisturizing, but it's a little more like luxurious than just my standard like lotion. And it gives me a nice glow underneath my foundation, which is always nice. So I'm just gonna rub this into my skin. And I have a very red complexion. My mom has rosacea, and I haven't been to a dermatologist, she has, but I'm sure that that's kind of what I have as well. Because it's just right here on my cheeks, super red all the time. So I do like to do a little higher coverage of a foundation, but I don't like anything cakey. So now that that is on, I'm gonna let that sit for a second. And I'm gonna put some chapstick on. It's winter time, and we gotta keep this. Okay. So this is not gonna be a professional makeup look by any means. I'm gonna go in with this matte and poreless. This is actually one of my favorite foundations. I've used it for quite a long time, and I actually got this really cheap on Amazon because I think they changed their packaging, I think is what happened. And so these glass like dump bottles you can get for $3 and change, $4 on Amazon. I will link that below for you guys because I think that's a great deal. Like, this is a great foundation, and for it to be, it's normally around $9, I believe, $8 or $9, somewhere in that price range. So for them to have it super cheap like that is awesome. So I'll link that below for you guys so that you guys can take advantage of getting a good foundation. In my opinion, this works for me. If you like this foundation, getting it really cheap. So I'm just gonna take this sponge and just tap it in. This foundation does layer really well too. I like to go with less at the beginning and then add to, that way I don't have that like thick, cakey foundation. And I think if you layer this foundation, it actually looks better than if you were to like go ham and do one thick layer at the very beginning. I think this just makes it look a lot nicer and a lot more natural. Next, we're gonna go with concealer using the Wet n Wild. It just said, oh, Photo Focus concealer. And I'm just gonna put a little bit here, and I'm actually gonna let it sit for a second. Because I have found if you let your concealer sit for a second and kind of set before you blend it in, it doesn't like sheer out as much. So while that's setting, I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild Retractable brow pencil. I'll link everything that for you guys down below as well. This is my go-to makeup bag, things that I grab every day that I wear makeup. So I'm just gonna go in. I am not a professional makeup artist, but I just kind of break things all the time. There went my little spoolie. That stinks. I have another one. Let's use a different one because my spoolie just broke. It stinks. Man, I think I have another one. I know I have like a spoolie brush. I might just have to use that. We're just gonna use this spoolie brush. So I just like to use this to just fill in my brows a little bit. I do have bushier eyebrows naturally, and I was always so self-conscious of it growing up because the pencil thin eyebrows were the thing in the 2000s. And so I have always been super self-conscious. Because when you ask someone, oh, like, what's one thing that you would like change about yourself? I'm pretty sure that eyebrows is one of the main things that people suggest, like, say that they would like change. Okay, so brows are done. I'm just gonna brush through one more time just to make sure that all the product, there's no like weird spots. I also have long eyebrows. Like the length of my eyebrow hairs are long, so I can get a little unruly. I don't like using eyebrow gel though because I do have like the longer eyebrow hairs. It like, you can see it really easily, and it just doesn't look very good. And you have clumps of eyebrow gel hanging out in your eyebrows. So you can see how much coverage with that little bit, because I let it kind of set a little bit before I blended it. It really has that extra coverage. And it doesn't shear out as much. I'm trying to think, I actually learned that on YouTube. I'm trying to think of who I was watching when I heard that. I want to say, who was it? Oh, you know what? It was Taylor Wynn on YouTube. I remember I was watching one of her Get Ready With Me's, and she has had skin issues and acne issues, and she was on Accutane for a long time, so she was very particular about like how things sat on her skin because she does have more textured skin. And I thought that was such a smart thing to let your concealer set a little bit to get that extra coverage, because concealer can take up super easily and just make your eyes look crazy if you just try to go ham with it. But then if you try to do light layers, like layering it doesn't really work well, and it just, concealer is kind of finicky in my opinion. At least on my eyes, because I'm a real person and I have lines under my eyes. And they don't bother me, but I would like to not accentuate them as much as I can. So I'm just kind of like, I'm powdering my face, but I'm kind of trying to like dot it around my eyebrows. And I don't want to smear eyebrow eyebrow pencil all over my face. So that kind of defeats the purpose. So the powder I'm using is this multicolored pressed powder from Physicians Formula at a Star Palette. I really, really love this powder. It is a grab and go, everything you need. It's great for when we're traveling in the summer at the racetrack. It's great for really just every single day. And I find myself reaching for it every day over individual products, because most of the time I do get ready upstairs in my bathroom. Today I'm getting ready down here because it's Sunday, and so Anthony is upstairs watching Holly, so I can come have some mom time, get ready, and hang out with you, which makes me so happy. So I'm actually mixing the two bronzers. I have the Minoy butter. I'm probably butchering it. The Minoy butter and the butter bronzer. I'm just kind of mixing together because they are different shades. The butter bronzer is a little bit lighter in color, and it's winter time, so we can't just, you know, slap on some real dark. I mean, you can. If you can get away with that, good for you, because bronzer is probably my favorite thing ever. I feel like bronzer just gives your face so much life. I feel so much more alive when I have bronzer in my face. Bronzer's on. I don't normally do blush. I don't normally do blush. But I'm going to today because it's a special day. We're filming a very exciting video. I'm so excited about real life Ree. Like I said, I'm filming that video and uploading it tomorrow, so it will be up before this video goes live. So I will link that below, but I don't want to like spoil everything that I'm going to say in that video, but my website is up and I'm so excited. I've been working so hard on it. And I'm just going to kind of use that as my main hub. YouTube will, I'm not going to say always because I don't know where the future is going to take me, but for the foreseeable future, YouTube is my main focus. Uploading videos, filming, like all of that is my like main concern. But sometimes it's hard to say, oh yeah, look me up on YouTube, and with a name like Real Life Ree, like it's kind of hard to find me sometimes. So my thinking with this was, sorry, I put on some blush and I put on some of this highlighter as well. I don't really care for this highlighter. It has both of these mixed together, so it's a little dirty looking, but it has big glitter chunks in it, and I'm just not really about that life. If you are, more power to you. I wish I could rock some glitter, but it drives me nuts. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of my bronzer. But Real Life Ree is gonna be used as kind of my main hub. I did purchase my domain and everything like that, so it is just realliferee.com, and it is my baby. I have worked so hard on this. There's blogs on there. My Instagram and my YouTube channels are both linked, so it's super easy to find all of my platforms. Oh, I'm so excited. I can talk about it all day long. I'm not going to go because I'm in that video after this. I don't want to say everything I'm going to say twice. Does that make sense? Do you guys feel that way too? I feel like, yeah. So I'm gonna go with this celestial thunder palette. I got it in the box too. And I'm gonna take this dark color right here on a little bit of a denser brush. I'm actually gonna use the side of it and just tap it a little bit. And kind of just touch like the outer third of my eyelash, like where I would put eyeliner, and I'm just gonna kind of smoke that out a little bit, just to get my eyes a little bit depth. I'm going to kind of alternate too. I'm going to go back and forth between my fluffy brush that has the bronzer on it and then the brush with the darker I don't want it to get so I'm going to like put it in my outer corner and kind of pull it in towards my eyelashes just to kind of get that outer corner. Of the shimmer. Wait, I guess above it. From where I'm looking at this palette. And just kind of place that on my lid. I forgot to. So I'm just going to go back in and kind of blend it out, and I'm also going to take a little bit of it just on the outer third of my eye. I find that if I kind of keep everything on the outer third as far as but I'm going to blend it into like the middle, it makes my eye look bigger. That's just what I have. With my eyeshadow, and that's what I like to do. the other side. And put a little bit of that bronzer in my crease to kind of just even everything out. I've said it before, I will say it again. I'm not a makeup artist by any means. But this is just what I have kind of picked up through the years and what works for me personally. I'm going to take that light color on my pinky and just kind of plot my inner corner. Yeah, I think that stays maybe a little bit more because I can. Because you only live once, so you might as well lift a sparkle, right? And you can see the difference. I don't have any of that darker color in my waterline over here, but I do over here, so you can see what that actually does. Okay, so that's all done. I think the last thing I'm going to do is just mascara. At the Super Bowl party that we're just going to our neighbors. But I am taking her carrier because they have an older daughter but no babies. So I'm going to take my carrier to kind of keep her contained. And I don't want to smear lipstick all over her. My grandma was one of those people. She always left like the giant lipstick mark on your face when she kissed you. Anybody else's grandma? I know I'm not alone in that. It's actually really funny when she passed away years ago now. But before she passed away, she was on hospice, and my brother is the only boy in our family, and he actually put on her lipstick and kissed her on her forehead so that she could experience the lipstick mark that she used to give to all of us, and it was so sweet. Anyone else have an absolutely crazy mascara face? Just me? Okay. Oh. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for my makeup. I am going to go ahead and quickly curl my hair. So, let me get all this stuff put away. I'm going to get my curling iron preheated and then I'll meet you right back here. So I got my curling iron here, I got my mirror, so I'm just going to quickly curl my hair. I'm going to part it down the middle, all the way down the back of my head. Now, I'm not going to leave a center part in it, but just for I'm going to go ahead and just part it down the middle. So the first thing I do is I take a section from here, and I'm just going to curl it. So I have a thinner hair texture, but I have a lot of it. So I find that with my hair, because of the texture, I have to take a larger pieces, otherwise my curl ringlets are just way too defined and tight. And I don't really I'm not really going for that today. I'm not gonna say I don't go for that sometimes, because I do, but for today I think we're just gonna do a nice bigger curl. So I'm gonna take another piece. I'm gonna show you on this side, and then I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. So I really just like rotate my barrel a couple times, leaving about an inch out at the end. And then when I pull my curling iron out, I just real lightly pull it through the end just to kind of smooth it out, because my hair is a little frizzier. But it's winter time, that's kind of a given. So I'm just gonna keep working up. I like to work from the back forward because I feel like I miss less when I do that versus when I have curls up here and I'm trying to grab straight pieces from back here. It's harder for me to kind of differentiate between the two. So just twisting my wand around, leaving an inch. It's about an inch. And then I'm just kind of, when I do that, I'm kind of like pulsing the handle because I don't want to curl the end. I just want to smooth it out a little bit. I like to start my curl kind of up at the root too to give it a little lift because my hair will not hold a curl at my root. I'm sure like most people because of the weight of your hair. But I like to start it up high, that way the curl kind of starts when my hair will allow it to. Playing by my hair's rules, I tell ya. Can be difficult sometimes. And then you're just left with a nice little... And we're already almost done with the side. I also like doing it this way because when you curl your hair this way, there's really no exact way to pull the same exact sections every single time. So you have a lot of depth in your hair because when you part your hair and like put half of it up and then just go around your head, put some more down, go around your head, but I find that the curls can kind of like lay together and get stuck in between each other a lot easier because you're doing the same pattern all the way down your head. So I find that when you do that, it doesn't give you that big voluptuous like curl that you're looking for. You can even too, like what I just did, I took my ends and I just kind of pulled them a little bit just to warm them up, and then I released them, and you can see it just I'm also going to let these cool before I start to zhuzh them around. So just curling away from my face. I've also seen where people will like curl and then pull the hair off the barrel and tighten it, and that'll give you like that beachier kind of wave thing. That works for me, but I can't do my whole head like that. I have to do like sporadic curls like that, otherwise it just kind of looks a little crazy. My bangs are growing out. That was a Pinterest rabbit hole that I fell down. And I do like my bangs, don't get me wrong. I think it makes my hair look really nice and fluffier in the front because my hair gets braided out super easily. Okay, so this side is done. I'm going to do the other side and then I'll catch up with you. Okay, I went ahead and got dressed while my hair was cooling, and I put some earrings in. I feel so fancy. So I'm just going to lightly pull these curls out, just lightly. I'm also going to part over here today. But if you part in the middle and then curl your hair and then kind of part off to the side, thinner hair, I love. And then I'm just gonna take my fingers, go lightly in at the root, and just kind of push up with my fingers, just to lift those top hairs. And just kind of play with it, make it how you want it. You can always go back in and fix a couple pieces if you need, but I like the more kind of messier look. But I think, one straight hair, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me. I really enjoyed talking to you while I got ready today. I'll link the launch video down below, and I will also link all the products that I can down below, makeup-wise, curling iron. I can't link my earrings because they're paparazzi earrings, and I don't believe that they make multiples. I think it's kind of like a once and done kind of thing. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one so